girls just roaming around the streets after
yeah.
school, boys just roaming around the street. At least for boys, some they have soccer. Yeah, they have soccer, they have the soccer grounds and everything. But then for a child who wants to be a dancer, who wants to be a model, who wants to be this and that, where are they supposed to be getting empowered? If not in their own community,
Exactly.
And it's so sad when you find that. That's why I feel like our communities, we become poorer and poorer because opportunities are never there for us. From our own mothers, they were suffering the issues of unemployment. It's our Hello friends, welcome back to Pumu's Intersection. Please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. On this show, as you know, we always have young, beautiful, talented people from our community. So this is not a different day, it's not a different episode. We have another one. I am with Blessing Mathenjwa. Hello, Blessing.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. So Blessing is a pageantry model and a normal model. She's also a coach to young girls in our community. So she's developing her own modeling agency. It goes by the name Glam and Elegance Models. I mean, it's very inspiring to see young people being leaders, taking leadership in our communities. So Blessing, please introduce yourself.
Hello everybody at home. I am Blessing Mathenjwa. I reside in Protea South. It's a very undeveloped community, I must say. But me being part of that community and seeing the struggles that are in my community by developing this agency that Miss P has introduced to you guys, it's for me to try and develop the youth, especially young girls in our community, to not be exposed to agencies that exploit and expose young girls to dangerous things such as human trafficking.
Wow, that's very deep, I mean, the inspiration behind this is very deep. I was not expecting that, and you're touching on a very serious issues where we find that people are being trafficked, especially young girls, some are being trafficked with the thought of that, okay, I'm going to do a gig somewhere, only to find out that it was a scam all along, and you put your life in danger, So, okay, before we go deep into those kind of nice things, let's just talk about you firstly, you being a model. When did it start? When did this love come about?
I've always been a lover for modeling, but I guess I just never had the exposure or the way to go on about it. But then I started being an official model 2019. I was doing grade 9. Okay. So there was a friend of mine that recommended me to a photographer. His name is Sanele Mahlangu.
Okay.
So I was called for a photo shoot at Togoza Park. When I went there, when I was doing the shoots and everything, I was like, no, man, I really love this. I enjoyed being in front of the camera and being the spotlight for the moment.
Yeah.
So I decided, you know what, I just need to take a step on it and forward it on. Then I started doing pageantry modeling, but then I came across challenges of being with organizers that are perverts. But then I was like, no, I love this. I'm going to continue. And then again, I was like, no, it's not safe for someone to be in pageantry sometimes, which is why I'm like, no, I'm going to start my own agency so that I can help young girls to not be exploited into such organizations of having founders that exploit young girls, use them for money to gain and not
to develop them,
and not allowing them to pursue their dreams of wanting to be models.
Yeah, and some they might say that for you to be able to get to sign with us, someone's sexual favors and things of that nature.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So, why do you love it so much, modeling? Like, why do you love it so much? And who are some of the people that you can say that you look up to?
Okay. Honestly speaking, the reason I love modeling is because you can use it to spread a certain motion or a
bring
certain
awareness,
value to people and raising awareness on a certain thing. Me, personally, it's women independence.
Okay.
So the reason I want to pursue modeling is because I want to alert every woman, young, old, Uguti, being independent is not just something that's for the men only, but as a female, it is also a beautiful thing to be empowered, to be independent, and to be able to stand up for your own, not just financially, but in everything that has to deal with
terms
life.
of leadership.
Exactly.
Take up the spaces of leadership.
That is why I want to pursue modeling. Because I want people to be aware of such.
So since 2019 when you started, what are some of the pageants that you've done, or what is some of the work that you've done, to gain some experience?
We have Face of Devotion, we have Face of Humanity, we have the school pageants that are joined, maybe Miss Heritage, Miss Valentine, those small things. And then fashion shows. It's been busy.
So where do you get the confidence, or to be able to do that and stand in front of people, especially when you know that we're living in a situation whereby, or a society whereby people are so cruel, to judge other people for their looks, to judge people for doing that, What made you to say that, what, despite everything else, I'm going to stand up because I believe in this thing, What pushes you to be like, I'll be there and I'll be strong enough to stand whatever other people may try to be saying about me or trying to cast stones at me, but I'll stand there and stand for what I believe in, What pushes you?
I'm a very strong Christian, I won't lie. So me being able to show myself to the world is because I believe that I'm beautifully and wonderfully made by Christ. Okay. So by me standing in front of people, it's because I know that I'm unique and the Lord God created me through his image. So by showing myself to the world, I'm showing the beauty that the Lord has created.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's very beautiful, because it's not easy, to find yourself in that situation. Some people, people can be cruel,
Cruel,
people can be very cruel, to a point whereby they don't really it undermines the whole point of why something is being done. Somebody might just be a speaker and they have to speak on something, but people will be judging how they look, but not judging what they have to say or what was the main point of them being there. That's very good. So since we're talking about the challenges that are there in pageantry modeling or just in modeling, as you have seen yourself, what are some of those challenges that you say they are there, that you have seen, that you can even alert other young people who want to get into the same industry?
Firstly, organizers don't take you seriously if you don't have finances to fund the needs that are needed in that certain pageant. Because in pageants, you'll find that there's tickets to be sold, there's votes to be made. So they can literally charge 5 votes 100 rand. You might find that you're not able to find people that can vote for you by giving out those 100 rands, or you're not strong enough to get people to buy the tickets from you. Maybe it's 150, you've only sold 1 ticket. By that, the organizer might see that you're not serious. You might not be considered into outings, into things that might help grow you. You might not be considered because of finances.
And for some of us, especially when in our own communities, as you've already stated, that it's an underdeveloped community, it means that even a young girl, they can be having those dreams, but then if you have to pay for the pageantry or you have to pay for certain things, you may find that you won't even afford to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So we spoke about the competitions you've entered, right? So now let's come to glam and elegance models, right?
Yes.
So this is just tell us about it, actually.
Yeah, as I've said before, this agency, it's my baby. I want to grow it. I want to introduce it to the world. I want young girls to not be scared of looking into it, because they might be having thoughts, what if this is also some kind of trafficking syndicates? No, that is not what I want about my agency. I want young girls to refer other young girls to my agency, because they know that what we do is real, what we do is right and safe. And what we do doesn't allow the girls to be exposed to negative things, or rather dangerous things that might lead to them losing their lives, going to depression because of certain things. No, but glam and elegance models, as you can hear the name, it's all about elegancy, it's all about glam, respecting yourself as a woman, loving yourself as a young girl, and appreciating who you are, how you look. It doesn't matter whether you're big, you're tall, you're fat, you're short. No, everybody is welcome in this academy.
Okay, that's very, very, very beautiful. So, I mean, for a young person at 19, to be taking on that role of saying that I want to bring change, because you were in that space and you saw things that you felt, oh, no, no, other young girls, they don't deserve to go through that. And I'm going to make sure that I stop those kind of things to happen, where does that leadership skill comes from, who inspired you to do that? Maybe a celebrity or anybody general, who gave you that leadership skill to say, I can stand up and fight about this, because somebody can just know that and make sure that they are safe because they know how to go about things now because they are aware, but not give an opportunity to other young people. I mean, even to start something of your own from scratch, it's not easy, So who are those people that inspired you in that sense?
I know this might sound cliche and whatnot, but truth be told, I get a sense of leadership from my mother.
Okay.
I won't lie. My mother is a very strong, powerful woman. And when it comes to leadership and putting other people first and considering people, she excels in that. And for that, I'll forever be inspired by that.
Okay.
So she's one of those people. And then it has to be Zozi. Zozi Bini Tunzi was Miss SA. That girl walked that runway with her
Miss Teen
short
SA,
hair.
right? Yeah.
She walked that runway with her short hair, reminding young girls around the world that it's okay to look like this. It's okay to not wear any makeup. It's okay to not put on any weave in your head. So that is why I'm heading at that as well, to remind people that the pressures of this world of getting a BBL, of installing, of doing full beat makeups is not really necessary. You are beautiful the way you are.
Oh, that's very inspirational, especially because you know that many young girls, they become depressed because I don't look like so and so. I don't look like the Kims and Kardashians of the world, I don't look like that and that, whereby beauty is now defined by how much makeup you can put on your face, how your shape is looking, where else beauty is just beauty is there, whether you have makeup on, don't have makeup on, and people end up focusing on the outer part of themselves, and forgetting about the inner part of yourself.
Person, yeah.
So as you're working with these young girls currently, when did you start working, or when did the agency become active?
My agency became active early last year. Yes.
Okay.
Started operating early last year.
So what are the challenges that you've been facing yourself?
Considering my community, it's been space and venue for working, because the hall, I used to go to the multi-purpose hall. You'd find that they'll tell me that it's booked for much bigger events, so I cannot use it. So I have to postpone the gathering that we've already set with the girls. That is one of the challenges. And then another challenge is that most girls still fear themselves. They do come to my classes, but basisa nokuthuka inside of them, like abayithembi, which is one thing I want to eliminate as well.
Okay, or it's just working with them in terms of empowering them, building up their confidence,
their self-esteem,
because usually that's when you find young girls are getting to things like teenage pregnancy, because when you are aware of yourself and you are aware of what you want to achieve, it means that you'll be very focused on that. You will not put yourself in situations where you'll be getting pregnant before you're getting done with school, and things like that, because as we know, there are those kind of awareness out there about sexual health and things like that, although we know that there are certain situations that are beyond other people's control, that we find that people are young mothers, so going forward again, what are the challenges that you can say the other challenges that the models face, in terms of money? How do you go about that? Because obviously, if you're training people, they must be having the right shoes. Sometimes you must be teaching them how to maybe put makeup on, because there's some pageants that requires that you must have makeup on, those kind of things. What are the challenges that you face there?
Finance is very hard, which is why I don't request a monthly payment. In my agency, it's just once off, and then it's charged, because I know that people from where I stay are not financially strong.
There's a high rate of unemployment.
Yes. So if I'll be demanding to be getting a payment every month from them, it will be a challenge. They might not even continue with the classes. Where else, the idea behind this agency is not for me to get income, but it's to build amantombazane and let them know, Wuti, you can be who you are. You can be strong, raising awareness to them, not
Yeah.
getting money from them, which is why it's just one.
So I'm sure that it also brings a lot of stress on you because obviously if the girls do not have to pay every month, I may find that there are other costs that you have to cover, you know, because you also look for maybe like pageant for them, also work as like as an agent where you look out for what is happening for them. You need data for that. Sometimes you might have to travel to other places. You are currently also unemployed, but you're working full time on the project, you know. Yeah, so it is. These are the kind of challenges that we continue to face in South Africa as young people, you know, that we have ideas, we have solutions to issues that we see in our communities, but then we don't have any money. We don't have space to do that, you know. If we're fighting the issue of teenage pregnancy, or we're talking about women empowerment, or we're talking about empowering young girls, and yet we don't even have a space where they can say, okay, after school, everybody, we are meeting up, you know. Because if you had a space, it means that on a daily basis, you could be working with these girls. It's
possible to work with them, yeah.
And there are many spaces out there where we call them ikanga, you know. So it means that we need to find ways that as the youth of Protea South, that we talk to the relevant people, you know, to say that we need these spaces to use for the youth, you know, because you find girls just roaming around the streets after school, boys just roaming around the street. At least for boys, some they have soccer. Yeah, they have soccer, they have the soccer grounds and everything. But then for a child who wants to be a dancer, who wants to be a model, who wants to be this and that, where are they supposed to be getting empowered? You know, if not in their own community, you know. And it's so sad when you find that. That's why I feel like our communities, we become poorer and poorer because opportunities are never there for us. You know, from our own mothers, they were suffering the issues of unemployment. It's our generation we're suffering. The next generation suffers too because our communities are not being developed. Yeah. So, Blessing, I know that there's a project that is upcoming. Yeah. Let's talk about the upcoming project.
Okay, you guys better be ready for this one because it's gonna be big.
Yeah, it's gonna be big. I can't wait. It's gonna be massive. I know it's gonna be massive.
Yeah. So I've partnered with a certain company. I'm not gonna mention names as yet. So the idea is to gather all talented young people. It's not just Protea South, but around Soweto and outside as well.
Okay.
So it's all about bringing us your talents, your modeling skills, showcasing your poetry. Anything is open and everything is welcome. So yeah, it's gonna be big, it's gonna be massive. Like I'm still working on it, but trust me, something big is definitely coming.
Yeah, it's definitely coming, you know, because I mean, if you're doing that, it means you're creating a platform for young people
to expose themselves, to show themselves to the world. Personally, I myself, or rather my agency, I might be attracting potential sponsors by doing this, and even people that are going to be joining this certain program, they might attract people that might be interested in their work and help them develop in a certain way. So it's a really big thing.
Yeah, it is a big thing, you know, because like we said, there's no opportunities. It means that we need to create them, you know.
Ourselves,
and with you being a leader, I mean, already you created the agency where you saw the challenges and then you acted with action, you know. And that's what we need in young people, you know. It doesn't matter how old you are, or they say you have to be 30 years old for you to start taking things seriously, or for you to bring changes in your community, you must be having money, or you must be employed. Here's a young person who's not employed. She doesn't have any money. She's using the skills that she has to build up our community, to bring in leadership in our community, you know, because leadership is not just about community meetings only. It's a whole lot of things, you know. Some people are great soccer players who can even start a team and teach, develop young boys. Some are rappers. They can teach those ones who are aspiring rappers and things like that, you know. What is it that you can say to young girls out there, you know, the ones that are going through a lot, young girls who have dreams, but then they've come across challenges, you know, even challenges in life. Sometimes it's family things that they come across that just like pulls them down, where they feel like, I don't think I can go on anymore, you know. Some it even affects their mental health and things like that, you know. What can you say to those young girls out there?
Firstly, something that we need to understand as a generation is that the past is exactly that. It's the past, and there's nothing you can do about it. The only thing that you have to do is pick yourself up, dust yourself, and don't use the past to define you, but rather use it to build yourself and make yourself stronger. Use the past to stand up firmer, so that people will be surprised with you know. But like when they see you, so whatever challenges that we come across as young people, or rather anybody in this life, remember and life has never been easy to anybody. We all come across challenges. You might find that I feel like my challenges are like I've seen it all in Mhlabeni, but she's got even bigger problems. And when she tells me, I realize, no, man, you know what I went through is really nothing compared to what she went through. But she is out there showing herself up to the world. So now, wherever you are, whatever it is that you're facing, whatever hidden skeletons that you have in your closet, remember, Uguti, you are strong and you're still breathing because God has a purpose for you, and He believes that you can pick yourself up. Yeah.
And then, so to those young girls who wants to be aspiring models, what kind of tips can you give them? I mean, maybe they're those ones that they might just be watching from different parts of the world or from different parts of the provinces or anything like that. What can you say to them? What can you inspire them about modeling? What can you just give them? Those nice little things you can give them.
Well, you have to be open to everything when it comes to modeling. You must know, Gucci, you might join modeling today. It doesn't mean that you'll be a title holder today. It might take time, but if you really love what you're doing, pursue it and continue with it. Don't give up. And ungasabi. Now, my expectations, let's limit the expectations that we have as Black people. And the entitlement that we have in our heads as Black people. Yeah, so I'm available for modeling if you're interested. You can holler me. I mean, I can give you the ropes of how to go about it.
Please do.
So yeah, you can get me on Facebook. It's Nobuhle Mathenjwa. Yeah, and at TikTok it's Blessing Nobuhle. Yeah, so you can get me there for inquiries about modeling and joining the academy and just pursuing your dreams and just being you.
Yeah, just finding somebody who has that passion and love, who can be able to guide you. She's a young person, so she has the energy. She can do all of that, and it's nice when you're working with somebody who's not that older than you. Because you can be, you're much more comfortable. Like, no, but then she also understands the kind of issues that we're facing. Just to kind of like close it up, blessing her. What is it that you can like say again? I mean, you're a leader, so I must keep putting that leadership position.
Okay.
You must be giving out the inspiration left, right, and center. You must just be dishing it out. What is it that you can say to young girls, about their confidence and about how they feel like they need to align to standards of beauty and things like that? Because there's a lot that's going on these days. There's a lot that's going on where young girls are so depressed, and it's so sad because we see beauty in them, but they don't see the same beauty, because some people are harsh. There are even adults, who bully kids and be like, you are fat, speaking to a young kid, you are too skinny. No, you know what, you are too this. No, you should do that and that. You are too tall for your grade. Those kind of things, What can you say to those kind of people?
Firstly, we're all different and unique in our own ways. If God had created us to look the same, were we going to be able to see the uniqueness or the beauty that He created? Absolutely not. So from today onwards, look at yourself in the mirror and be like, no, man, uNkulunkulu ngami wenze umlingo. I am beautiful, I am powerful. And whatever negative things that people say to you in terms of your looks, how you look, how tall you are, how thick you are, embrace that thickness, embrace that tallness, that shortness, embrace it. You are that. You are who you are, and love yourself. People will never bring you down. When you have confidence in yourself, whatever people say will never ever get to you. But if you're someone with low self-esteem and you feel like, I want to look like Babalo or whoever, darling, you can never look like
that's
anybody.
Why she's Babalo and you are whoever you are, or whenever you're police,
Exactly. That's why we even have names. As fun.
We know the same.
So embrace who you are, zithande, uzincome, ziphamandla girl, noma mfana, because even nabafana nabo, they also experience their own things. So I'm not gonna close anybody up, but whoever you are out there, embrace yourself, uzithande. You're beautiful.
Oh, that's so beautiful, like yourself. So that was Blessing Mathenjwa. This is so wonderful. It was a wonderful interview we had with her. So as you know, like she just said, there's something big that's coming up. So we'll definitely do a full show that's going to be talking about that. How do you become part of that big production? Because even people who are rappers, who are singers, talking about young people who are still developing their talents, or who are doing something out there. So there's going to be, I think, various categories, right?
Most
there's going to be like modeling, pageantry modeling. Then there's going to be maybe singing, rapping, poetry. So I mean, it's going to be a huge day,
It's going to be a very huge thing.
And the Betty told me we might just do it here at the hall,
Who knows?
Who knows? Okay, cool then. Please subscribe to the channel. Just check this out. Maybe you're the next big winner watching this. Of this show that we haven't introduced yet.
Yeah.
So definitely, check out Blessings, as she has said. Also, her modeling agency is out there for young girls who want to get the experience. Somebody who can teach you how to walk, how to talk, how to conduct yourself as a model. When you go to pageantry models, pageants. Sorry, you may find that you don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
You feel me? You can say, I want to be a pageantry model and for no one get a Miss Ban, but then you don't even know what happens. So she's that person who can give you the plug of what happens there, on her agency. She can explain to you, this is what you expect. This is what the divisions are. This is how you talk. This is how you walk. So that when you go there, you already know what you're going to do, Yeah. So thank you so much, Blessings, for coming to our show. And I wish you all the best. And I believe that your agency is definitely going to grow. When you do something with a purpose, there's no way that it will not grow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We out. Subscribe.